welcome to 20 years of a choral pilgrimage. This time I'm going to delve back into a golden age, the title of our fourth pilgrimage. And this was devoted to music from Portugal, and the piece I'm going to concentrate on is Salve Regina by Diogo Dias Melgás. Back in the late 1980s and through the 1990s, I used to work a lot in Lisbon. I did various operas at the Teatro San Carlos while Paulo Ferreira de Castro was in charge, and also numerous projects with Tito Celestino da Costa, and they got just wonderful names. And I also had a close working relationship with Rui Neri, who was then head of music at the Gulbenkian Foundation. Rui used to furnish me with wonderful volumes of music by the likes of Esteves and Rebello, and also Diogo Dias Melgás, this wonderful voice. During the 17th century, Portugal was very prosperous. After decades of war with Spain, the Treaty of Lisbon was finally signed in 1668 and Portugal got its independence. In Brazil, the gold mines were being discovered. Life was pretty good, and so was the music. There were musical centres of excellence all over Portugal, not only in Lisbon, but also in the cities of Braga and Évora. And it was Évora Cathedral that was by far the wealthiest. It attracted the top professional musicians from all over Portugal. Melgás was trained there, and he ended up being head of music. He died in 1700. Melgás' Salve Regina is a pure gem. We note he starts with long note values in the sopranos here, and this simulates the plainsong intonation for the Salve Regina, and it carries from part to part. I think this is very much a madrigal, really. It's a sacred madrigal, and it needs to be sung as such. And I love to encourage the choir to use their constants and vowels to great effect. Beautiful moment here, vita dulcedo, how we can really use that via vita and the dul of dulcedo and enjoy the vowel cedo. I also love the way you get repetition of the text here, salve, salve, salve. I talk a lot about ebb and flow and the direction, so we need to feel this music moving forward and then relaxing before we get the next set of words. And I love this bit here, suspiramus, use of the word here, sighing. He writes a crotchet note and a crotchet rest, but I don't want the choir to go suspiramus in a kind of staccato. It needs to have the whole sense of the word, suspiramus, so they need to feel that word through the rests. Beautiful sighing motif. Now here, this is very reminiscent of the likes of Monteverdi and Cavalli, and I use Monteverdi's dictum of seeing as you speak all the time with the choir. Misericordes oculos ad nos converte. These words have got to trip off the tongue very, very simply and be very liquid. And it's a wonderful moment. It doesn't need to be sung too loud at all. Now to the final section, O clemens, O pia, these adjectives to describe the Virgin Mary, O clement, O pious. And we notice that here the sopranos aren't carrying on, the altos, tenors and basses are. Sopranos likewise finish on pia. So they've got to breathe together, but I don't want them to be sort of artificial about their breaths. I want them to really feel them with the rest of the choir. And that's a really a trick of the 16, sort of making sure we all feel the music together. The closing passage, I just love this. O dulcis, dulcis, dulcis Virgo Maria. He repeats, Melgás repeats the dulcis. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. He's really painting this word. And I love the way the altos have it versed. They have 2 bars of the same word and then another 2 bars. Beautiful sort of in and out feel there. But then they hand over to the tenors who have the final say, taking us into this glorious last section. It's just in 4 parts with imitation from voice to voice. Everybody really singing beautifully lushly, and it has a glorious full ending. This is a superb piece. Sit back and enjoy this glorious piece. Salve Regina by Diogo Dias Melgás.